X Coating Systems, answering a few more powder coating questions for you today. The one that I got just earlier on a phone call was a pretty interesting one, and thought it was a good thing to bring up because the guy said, I've watched a lot of your stuff and I see how you talk about how important cleaning is, and so when I do this, how am I going to know that my cleaning process is correct? So here's what I would say. First of all, if you haven't come to the class, powderxclass.com, or go to powderx.com and click on the Learn to Powder Coat link, and we will do everything we can to try to get you in a class as soon as possible. Those things are sold out and booked up for a while, but we will do everything we can to get you in as quickly as possible. What I tell everybody is this: go back. It doesn't matter to me if you spent $1 million or $100 on your cleaning. All correct cleaning processes all have the same four things in common, and you have to have all four. You have to have time, you have to have temperature, you have to have concentration, and you have to have impingement. So let's talk about the four of those just for a moment. Time. When we put the chemical on the part, the chemical has to set for at least 90 seconds on the part. That gives it time to create the etch and to create the corrosion resistance. If you don't have a chemical, you do not get corrosion resistance. I don't care what you read online that says all you have to do is blast a part and then powder coat it. That is hot garbage. That is people that fail in the powder coating business that are doing that. I promise you, I've seen too many people follow that advice and go broke. And there's a way you've got to do it and do it correctly, and it involves chemical cleaning. Okay, so the chemical cleaning has to have time, has to have temperature, has to have concentration, has to have impingement. Time, we got to leave it on 90 seconds. If I go design a $500,000 automated systems washer today, the very first thing that I calculate in it is the part's going to have to be in front of this chemical for 90 seconds. Okay. Temperature. It's like washing dishes in cold water. We need some heat to help break the viscosity of the oils down. So some heat is good, too much heat is bad. We're looking for heat probably about 120 degrees. And because when you hit about 150, most of the phosphate chemicals are going to start to break down and gum up and not really work very well. So don't want to go too hot. Now, somebody always comes back and says, "Wait a minute, you guys you introduce steam to the powder coating market, and you guys sell this steam unit." So I know for a fact steam's hotter than 150 degrees, and that is an absolutely true statement. But the steam unit doesn't turn the phosphate into steam. It actually mists the phosphate in, because it is a mist at the end of the wand in with the steam itself. So that's how that happens. Again, if you come to one of the classes, we go into great detail about this. So make sure to check out powderx.com or powderxclass.com. So time, temperature, concentration. Doesn't mean think really hard while you're doing it. It means when you get your chemical, it's going to tell you that you want to be about 95% water to 5% chemical in your mixture. If you hit a chemical that's 90% chemical and 10% water, or 50-50 or something crazy like that, you need to step back and look for another chemical. You're coming across something that's not really going to work. Side note on chemical. It's a phosphate, yes, but it's not like trisodium phosphate you get at Walmart. You have to go to a reputable chemical company and get this. It's not Simple Green and some garbage that if somebody's giving you stuff that you need to mix this up on your own, not good. Okay? Like, you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit, just to be quite honest with you. So quit trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. You should not be mixing up your own chemicals and doing all that. People do this to try to save a quarter a gallon as opposed to getting the right chemical to use, and you're not going to be successful doing that. Okay, it takes a little money to make some money. You've got to use the right stuff. So Time, temperature, concentration, and impingement. We need some pressure. All metal is porous. So we have oils that are just below the surface of the metal, and we have to get those off as well. Sorry to be kind of long-winded about that, but cleaning is what will make you great as a powder coater, or it will make you broke. Of everyone that I've seen go out of business, it's all been because of inadequate cleaning. In the classes, I stress this a great deal. We go way in depth. There's the entire first part of the morning is all about cleaning. And then when we do the hands-on part the second day, we supervise your cleaning of your part very well to make sure you really, really understand how to do it and grasp the concepts and understand how important that it is. So hope this helps somebody, and maybe we will see you soon in a class. Remember, these things are booked up well in advance. We just had a meeting the other day where we had to limit even more so because we can only get so many people in the hotel, and we can only pay as much attention to people during the hands-on part. You know, it has to be a limited number because we can't pay attention to everybody. So let us know, www.powderx.com or powderxclass.com, or you can always call us, 888-326-4840. That's 888-326-4840.